first conversation on the show now. I'd like to welcome my guest, who is a veteran journalist, broadcast journalist, who is now a security consultant in the UK, looking at how we can harness diaspora community in terms of their impact in the local community. I'd like to thank very especially Tony Abumere. Tony, many thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now you started out here as a journalist with a sister station, Edo Broadcasting Service.
That's right.
In the 70s, in the 80s, and in the 90s.
That's right.
What was the experience like, and how has that shaped you and prepared you for the new challenges in UK?
Well, as a matter of fact, I think working in Edo Broadcasting Service for many years, it has shaped me. When I go to Europe, actually helped me to quickly adapt, and a media man is a media man anywhere he goes. And you are always above your peers.
Okay.
You go very fast, and your creativity is second to none.
Yeah.
So it really helped me shape me in my life in the Western world.
Okay, you made a transition from being a journalist to becoming a security consultant. How did that happen?
Well, as a matter of fact, security is everybody's concern, whether it is in Nigeria, here, in Diaspora. And as a matter of fact, in foreign land, they take security very seriously. You have to have some trainings to be able to really become a security expert in Western world and undergo those trainings.
Fantastic. Okay, let's do a comparative analysis. Today, Nigeria is in dire strait as it relates to insecurity. I mean, we just heard from the paper's headlines just now how Boko Haram killed about 22 soldiers. I mean, a commander was involved and all of that. We have banditry, we have kidnapping and all of these. What is your recommendation based on your experiences as a security consultant in the UK?
As a matter of fact, I want my heart felt to the family who just lost their loved ones, and we do it. It's a very disturbing news indeed. Once we hear it over there, it disturbs us a lot. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of people have spoken on this issue. I will add my voice to it. They've done enough. The security, all security agencies in Nigeria have done enough. I give them commendation. But the job is not yet over. I want them to do more to make sure that themselves are secured, and of course Nigerians are secured. And I want to say that it has been long. This issue has been, on in Nigeria. It is time to fight it head on, involving all military agents, the army, the soldier, the navy, and all that. They should put their hands in order to make sure they fight it head on. And like what I said before, I commend them for the beautiful job they are doing for right now. It is, kinetic and no kinetic war is very, very different. I've heard from me as an expert, I know the meaning of kinetic and no kinetic.
Okay.
So this one is not just face-to-face war, it's more difficult to fight. That's why I said I commended the army, the navy, and other law enforcement agents that are fighting the battle. I think sometime, with the cooperation of all, I think we will get somewhere. And I want to add that security concern is the responsibility of all. It's not only left for the army alone. Like the UK came from, they say if you see something, say something. So we should be very, very quick to check all this anomaly, all these security attacks. Don't harbor criminals. If you see criminals, say it. Just reveal it out to the security agencies so that they can react on time. And it do give me a lot of pains if I hear that social soldiers are murdered, social law enforcement agencies are murdered, and it do disturb me a lot. So I want Nigeria to, as a matter of fact, do a lot in that regard. I know the federal government is doing a lot, so every hand should be on deck to fight this scourge.
Okay. Every now and then we talk about the enhancing or strengthening the contributions of diaspora community to their country of origin, using Nigeria as a case study. How do you think we can, leverage on that more? Because whether we like it or not, there are a lot of Nigerians abroad, they're staying there for years. Some probably don't even know their roots anymore. And some who do know their roots, they are less interested in coming back home because of some of the things they hear and some of the things they watch in movies, hear on television, and they see online. But some of these things are not the true reflections of the situations in the country. As a media practitioner, are you concerned about these misconceptions?
Yeah, actually, yes, Sonny, I am very, very concerned. There are a lot of misconceptions out there. People just believe once they just hear one information that it is generally Nigeria is on fire. It is never true. I want to call my colleague, the diasporans, to make sure that if they have anything to help this country, they should be very, very free to come in and give assistance that is needed to move our country forward. Whether we have nationalities of various countries, home is home. Like me, I have left this shore for a very, very long time.
How long?
I would say going to about 22 years ago, okay. I left this country. When I left TBS, I sojourned to Netherlands to Spain, and to England, where I am now. But this country, issues is always burning on my heart. Because as a media practitioner, like what I said earlier, a media practitioner is a media practitioner. So I love this country. Any way and manner we can contribute. Any way and manner we can contribute. Yeah. I think it is worthwhile for we in the foreign land to come and join hands with the government at all levels to make sure we put this country at the right path. Okay.
So what effort on a personal level, what effort are you making as an individual to contribute to Quota to Edo State, for example?
Well, Edo State and in Nigeria, to be precise, what disturbs us there mostly is hearing people crying about hunger, 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 hunger. That is the modern trend for the past a year plus now 2 years, that things are, above the reach of either common man or even people above average. So it gives us a lot of concern. The hunger trend in Nigeria is quite disturbing indeed. So based on that, I am not coming. I can bring in my security expert later, but my major focus now is to join hands in full security. Because a hungry man is an angry man. In Europe, yeah, it is up and down. If you don't work, it is not that it is free. Everything is free, but it is affordable. Yeah. People can eat. So it gives me a really, really serious concern. That's why I'm here. I've acquired some parcel of land here and there to make farming, to go into farming, join hands with the federal government, the state government, and local government about this full security they are preaching. That's why I came to make sure I put my little quota, because I don't want my people to go hunger anymore. We all should join hands to make sure we enhance our agricultural production, to make sure that people can afford food, people can live a decent life. And by extension, it can also help us to fight all this insecurity we are talking about. A hungry man is always a content man. When I got to Europe newly, I said, what is the secret of, the white people, they are always contented. There is food. Once there is food, it kills your mental whatsoever, it becomes regulated. So everybody should join hands. Let's put all our hand on our deck and to make sure that agricultural production, food production is on the reach of the common man. The common man can go to market and afford good food, the food he or she needs to eat. That's my main focus.
Your experts in agriculture, are you going to make the harvest available free of charge, or will it be forced?
But as a matter of fact, I will make sure that it is highly subsidized for the common man to reach. And moreover, I want to, at this juncture, call on government at all levels, the federal, the state, and the local government, to make sure they encourage diasporans and diasporans to come and invest, to come and join them in this food security program, encourage them in one way or the other to make sure they join hand with the government, because they also have a little wherewithal to make a bigger one. So the government of all at all levels should make sure they encourage the diasporans. They should preach to them on the importance of agriculture, particularly modernized system of agriculture, not the subsistence farming our parents used to mean. We should go on more or less, cash crop farming and modernized system of farming, so that we can the production will be very, very high. And by doing that, we will crash the prices on the market. If we flood the market with enough food, the price will force itself to come down. So that is my concern. That is why I came to kind of add my little quota.
Okay. Yeah, but we also look at the issue of Diasporan Community, leveraging on the networks and associations that exist or have been created to make greater impact in the country of the origin. How would you describe such associations, unions, and communities, overseas?
Well, Sonny, I think as a media man, I'm not here to speak for or against. But majority of these unions, I see them as a kind of parochial-minded. They don't really carry the people along, but they use media to tell people the world we have a union here and there. The coordination is not, to me, I don't belong to many, but I'm aware of many associations, this. I don't really belong to many. But I think their activities are a kind of, to me, it's not encouraging enough. We should do more in that regard, to create enlightenment, to carry the really people there along, tell them the basic truth, not, doing it on, having some political motives. I am not here to speak as a politician. I've left this country for a very long time. I don't have anything to do with politics. I'm only going to support government of the day. I don't speak for or against.
Okay.
I don't speak for government or against. I'm not interested with what they are doing.
Okay.
For a person to have left here 20-something years ago, you know what it means. I'm not getting a dime from this country. So,
okay. Now, just before we let you go, President Donald Trump, after his inauguration, has started his promise of deportation.
Yes.
And we also know that there are a lot of Nigerians who go on these illegal routes to migrate abroad. What's your advice in all of this?
Well, I think immigration is as old as human existence. You cannot really say total stop or you abolish. You only kind of manage it or bring out policies that will reduce the trend. Donald Trump, my candid advice to him is to take it very coolly. It should not be too harsh on immigrants, because everybody, I think the immigration issue is a very interesting issue. It's a sensitive issue. It should be handled as such. It should be handled as such. It should take it, very kindly. Slowly, and think before he acts. It's not just we want to act, dishing out executive orders, At least should be suspended a little bit and make sure that, I don't say that there should not be a regulation. There should be a total regulation of immigration policies.
All right. Thank you very much, Tony Abumere. It's a delight to have you on the program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, I've been talking with veteran broadcast journalist Tony Abumere, who is now a security consultant in the UK, looking at how we can strengthen and explore and exploit diaspora community members to impact on their countries of origin. That's very important, especially in today's world. For some analysts, diaspora contributions to Nigeria's development even outweighs whatever we get from crude oil sales. That tells you how very important that is for our national development as a people.